Hello everyone, this is Himanshu from Ferguson College, Pune. We are here to conduct an interview of Mr. Vaibhav Dahake, who is working as an IT employee since 8 years. So today we will be talking about the issue of layoffs going on in IT sector amid global recession. So let's begin. Hello sir.
Hey, hi Himanshu.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, we can.
So first of all, tell me about your IT journey so far.
Okay, so my name is Vaibhav Dahake. I am having around 8+ years of experience into IT industry. In that 8 years of experience, I've been with 3 IT companies, okay, 3 MNCs, okay, and currently I work as a team lead in one of the big MNC, okay, and yeah, so far so good. Everything is working as expected and going good.
So as you know, there is a global recession going on in IT industry. So what are your thoughts on it?
So global recession as such, see, what I think is like COVID-19 pandemic have triggered this global recession, okay, across the world, okay, and then like on Feb 2020, right, the war between Russia and Ukraine, right. So the magnitude of that recession got increased because of these 2 events, okay. And you know, like whenever such event occur, right, most of the people wanted to keep their money in cash, okay. They don't want to be invested in some commodity, okay, or in stock market, okay, or in anywhere. They just wanted to keep their self free-handed, right. So yeah, it has a major impact all over across the world, okay. The economy got slowed down, and you know, just to control the economy, the Fed, central bank, or even in India, RBI have increased the repo rate, right, just to control the recession, okay. So yeah, things are there. Recession, we are already into recession, okay. But yeah, every country is trying to control it at some extent.
Yeah. So as you talk now that COVID pandemic has also affected the same. So do you have any friend or peers who face this kind of situation during COVID or during this period?
So yeah, see, everyone is connected to each other, okay. So it is not something that particular person get affected because of this pandemic, okay, or this, you can say, recession, okay. So even in like day-to-day life, we are reading many news, right. The XYZ company hired a few employees, okay. The count is getting increased day by day. Even the renowned company, Google, Amazon, right, Accenture, we are hearing all this news on daily basis, right. So everyone is impacted because of this recession, okay, and many people have lost their job, okay. But what I think is your knowledge can only save you, okay. If you are upskilling yourself, okay, on timely manner, then you can stay fit for the IT industry, okay. Yes. That is the core requirement, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So as you just said that you have to upskill yourself continuously,
right.
And we all know that technology gets updated every decade and every year.
Exactly.
So how do you keep yourself updated and to be on safer side to face these situations?
Yeah, nice question. So here on this question, what I would say, see, once you take the decision to come into IT life, okay, it is not something like government, okay. Once you get entry somewhere, then you don't need to do daily study, okay, just to keep your job safe, right. But here in IT industry, what I found is, like, see, even though there are many fields, right, development, testing, and there are many other fields, okay. So in every field, like suppose, see, let's take example of myself, like I am into testing, right. So in testing, you cannot be with one domain only. You need to add couple of skill into your skill set. You can upskill yourself by learning some more technologies. With the latest trend, you can go, nowadays you heard about that AI, okay, machine learning, right. Then there are automation going on everywhere, okay. So the skill, you can identify the skill, demanding skill in the market, and you can learn that skill, okay, and you can add that skill into your resume and can be market fit, okay.
Yes, right.
So the daily study, or like 30 minutes a day, you can give 30 minutes for your study, okay, to upskill yourself, 15 minutes a day, okay. So there are many ways like you can follow to upskill yourself.
Okay.
And there are many sources as well, like YouTube is there for learning, Google is there. There are many thousands of online courses which you can take, okay. The thing is that you should be willing to learn.
Yeah.
That is the more important.
Exactly. So as you just said about AI, the artificial intelligence and machine learning. Do you think it affected the recession to the some extent?
See, artificial intelligence, machine learning, these are the technologies boom, right?
Yeah.
Even though technology will for sure grow day by day, okay? So if we compare ourselves a decade back, then we were not here, right?
Yeah, yes.
And now if you see after COVID, people have spent hell lot of amount of time by watching Netflix, Google, with your past history, they will recommend you some great shows, okay? They know your choice preferences, they keep everything saved with their self, right? These are the part of the AI, you can say, right?
Yes.
They intelligently monitor your each and every activities, right? Even though you visit some place, but once you come to home, then they will recommend you the same kind of places, other places for you,
Yeah.
okay? So artificial intelligence is there, okay? But now see, it is the starting and it is boon for everyone, okay?
Yes.
We cannot take it as a curse, okay?
Yeah.
But at some extent, that's what I said. Like wherever you are now, you need to upskill yourself, okay, to keep yourself fit, okay. So be it AI, be it machine learning, anything, the technology will for sure improve, okay. But you also need to improve yourself. At some extent, it has like gained a lot of popularity, and some job might get affected because of that one. But there are other industries, other opportunities gets open, right?
Yes.
So you need to grab that one.
So yes. So you don't think that it is one of the major reason for layoff?
No. See, for now, what I could think of, there are only two reasons you can say.
Okay.
The first one is the COVID-19 pandemic, okay, which has huge impact, okay, and then the second one is Russia-Ukraine war, okay, because of which commodity prices have increases, okay, the energy prices have increases, people expenses have increases, okay, but we do not have that earning, okay, to fulfill those expenses.
Yes.
So all this reason I can found out.
Yeah. So we call it a global recession.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as we all know that whatever happens in a developed country like USA, Germany, it affects our India
Right.
to some extent. So do you think the same? But we have researched that not Indian companies is not haven't layoff any more to that level as much as the US companies did. But do you think that the same kind of situation could come in India, or Indian companies could face the same situation, and employees who are working in Indian companies, kind of like Wipro, Infosys, kind of things, those are MNCs, okay, but will it affect the Indian companies as well?
That is for sure, because see, most of the business in IT industry comes from other countries or the other countries only, okay.
Yeah.
As you taken the example of Infosys, TCS, okay, Wipro, okay, SCL, Tech Mahindra, all those Indian companies, right?
Yeah.
So all these companies are in service sector also, right?
Yes.
So they provide services to the other company, the client, which we call client, right? And client, who are they? They are the
People
foreign countries, right? So, and obviously, if there is impact of recession everywhere, so for sure Indian IT sector will also get impacted, and it is getting impacting. Okay. So recently, like in the last week, I heard news that 19,000, I'm not sure about the exact count, 19,000 or 14,000 employee has been fired by Accenture. Okay. So all these countries, or you can say, we are not separated from each other. One life depends on another. Okay. So directly or indirectly, we are already impacted because of that recession. Okay. Now, if you see, you cannot see that boom. If you know, there was boom in COVID-19 period in the IT sector, right? People have got good amount of salary. Okay, their lifestyle have increases. But now we could see, due to this 2-3 events, the economy gets slowed down, right?
Yeah.
And why economy gets slowed down? Because there are many jobs which were already impacted because of the recession, right? So yeah, there is direct connection with this direct connection of recession with every country. Even India is also not excluded.
Yeah.
It is included.
So though we calling it a IT layoffs, but we have heard news like other industries are also doing some kind of things. So do you know anything about that? Like other industries are also getting affected due to this?
Yeah, see, IT industry have seen good boom. That is the reason, like the things which go up will come down for sure. Okay, so we can, like by our eyes, we can directly see the effect on IT industry. But yeah, other industries also have impacted because of this one. So if you take the example of FMCG, if you are actively reading the news, okay, Then there are like the stock prices of the D-Mart, Avenue Supermart, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the FMCG companies like Marico, okay. Then the
P&G.
HUL, okay, Pidilite, okay. Their share also have decreased, right? Their value also get decreased. So it is not something only IT sector have impacted because of this one. But yeah, you can say the magnitude is less
Yo, yeah.
compared to IT sector, okay. The IT sector have more impact compared to other sector, you can say.
Okay.
But yeah, every people have that impact, okay.
So you have been in industry since 8 years.
Right.
Okay. So while you are working at workplace or working at home, do you ever have a thought of getting laid off, or your job is insecure? Is it really a good job? Are you at good position or not? This kind of thing have you came to your mind?
So see, just to add on to my previous answer, okay,
Okay.
where I said like we need to upskill ourselves every time, right?
Okay.
So even life itself is not secured, right? We cannot find the security in IT job,
Yeah.
okay. So that's what I said, like we need to upskill, improve ourselves, okay, not related to our technology, but as a person also you need to improve. You need to work on your emotional intelligence, okay. You need to be emotionally strong, okay, to handle the pressure, okay, even though handle the stress of life, handle the stress of your work, okay. So everything on every aspect of life, when you are in IT industry, you need to work on every aspect of life, okay. It can be the physical health, it can be the mental health, right? So that's what I think, like job security, you will always feel that one, okay. Once you are once you will be experienced person, okay. Once you gain 8 plus 10 plus years of experience, you will have good amount of package, right? And with that package, your company will expect say good amount of return from you, right? So you need to fulfill their expectation, okay. And while fulfilling their expectation, obviously you will sometimes feel depressed, stressed because of work, and you see that you are just getting less paid for the amount of work you are doing.
Yeah.
So those kind of things will be there. That is the part and parcel of IT life. Okay. But yeah, that's what I said. You need to improve yourself rather than improving only your skill. You need to improve yourself. You need to work on yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while you are in office and you are sitting in a cafeterias, okay. So do you guys, colleagues of your team, talk about these things and the recent trends, other things as well? So how do you guys talk about these things in a workplace, or what do you guys discuss exactly? Kind of things.
So see, when you work, that's what I said. Like you need to be updated with everything, okay. And when you are with your peer, colleague, okay, you need to be aware of current market trend, okay. So all the discussion will happen for sure, okay, and it is happening currently, right? Not me with my friend, but every person discuss with each other, okay.
Yes, yes.
Like what is the current scenario in the market, okay. What can save us if recession hits very hard, okay.
Yes.
What should be our approach, okay. How we can keep ourselves fit for this industry, okay. So all these questions should come into your mind, okay, and you need to be able to figure out the answer for the same, okay. So yeah, all these things are there. That is general discussion, you can, the daily discussion.
Okay. So do you think there are any patterns which IT industry follows? Like while we were researching this topic, we have seen that recession mostly hits after every decade.
Mhm.
Okay. So I think it affected. There was a recession in 2008 as well in the USA and other markets. So do you think there is any trend kind of thing which hit after a certain period of time? Or do you think there will be more recession in the future, or any experience of earlier recessions?
See, trend as such, I do not see, okay, because no one knows that COVID will come in 1919. This was in not even decade, even in 100 years it comes once, right? Even our father, grandfather haven't seen this kind of disease, right?
Yes.
So as such, I cannot see the trend, but yeah, these all things are uncertain, okay. The COVID, the Russia-Ukraine war, no one knows that Russia will go in war with with Ukraine, right? So these are the uncertain situation, and we need to be prepared for the situation after that situation has happened, because no one predict the situation. No one can predict the situation, right? So yeah, I do not see any pattern behind it, but only what I can say is like if the things has happened, you don't need to regret about the things. You need to keep seeing forward. Okay, what better we can do as a country? Also, India is saying like how we can control the recession and how we can achieve, we can be the third largest economy by whatever timeline is there. Like I guess they are targeting
2045 almost.
yeah, 36 or something like that, after US, China and then India, right? The Indian economy would be the third largest, right? So every country is moving ahead. That is why we are living the life, right? So if we are simply saying that this is happening after every decade, so what is the point of living the life? So those are the stressful questions. Okay,
Yes.
so better to ignore it, and even it is not in our hand.
Okay, so you told us the two major reasons, that is Russia-Ukraine war and the COVID pandemic,
Right.
which affected this
Yeah.
IT industry. So, what are the? Do you think that layoff is the right option which a company usually prefers? And what company thinks while laying off their employees or while hiring in new companies employees?
So see, layoff as such, in one way it is good option, in another way it is bad. Bad in terms of like, see, if I am getting laid off from some company, right? What I will feel, I will be stressed, I will be distressed because there are many expenses. Okay, I have already planned. There are EMIs, there are other things. My family is dependent on me, right?
Yeah.
So there are whole family belongs to one person who is earning the money, right?
Yes.
But the better option, what I can think of is like, see, if there are some people who are at topmost position in the company,
Okay.
earning billions of money, okay, having good amount of salary, so instead of laying off the employees, they can decrease their salary, okay, for some extent, for that duration, like 1 year, 2 year,
Okay.
they can give the salary cut to them. Like if one person earning 2 lakh per month, then they can reduce 50,000 from his salary. Similar way, so they can provide or they can accommodate other employees instead of hiring them, right?
Okay.
So that can be the better option, that I think.
So, if any one of your friend or you get laid off, so how do they overcome this situation, and how much certain it is that they will be again getting new job, and how do they approach this situation if faced?
No, this is very common situation. It is not new, and even I have already given answer to you that you need to upskill yourself. You need to keep yourself updated, not with respect to study, but you need to work on yourself. Okay, emotional health, mental health, physical health, right? You can be jobless for 1 month, 2 months, but if you earn that knowledge, if you have that confidence in yourself, you can grab another opportunity because you was capable. That is the reason you were having that job, you were earning that money, right? So you can again grab that opportunity. You need to have that confidence in yourself.
Okay.
So that's what I can say.
Okay, so this is all about the layoffs. Now we'll talk about you as a person. So while you were studying, while you were in engineering college, any of the college, so what were your thoughts? I will go to IT industry. It will be my dream company. I will work here. I will go there. I will go abroad, or I will stay in India only, or I want this amount of package. What were your thoughts while you were studying?
Frankly speaking, I did not have any thought like this. Okay, even I was preparing for some government exam, but not accidentally you can say, but I was well prepared. Like my aptitude skill was good. Okay, simply I went to one interview, IT, my first IT interview. I had cracked it. Okay, then I joined IT company. Then I started enjoying this life. I was getting good amount of money, all this salary and all those things. So I get used to of this job. Okay, and now I like this job, you can say. So I am happy with the job. But when I was in engineering or in college life, that time I did not think of it. Okay, that I will get X amount of salary, Y amount of salary. Okay, nothing like that. I was enjoying my college life that time. Now I am enjoying my IT life.
Okay.
So, but in the sentence you can say living in the present.
Living in present.
Yeah, whatever comes my way, I am accepting it.
Yeah. Good. That's exactly we should all follow.
Yeah, right.
And so, what would you suggest to the budding engineers? So they nowadays it is said that IITians को ही जॉब मिलती है, या फिर नॉर्मल जो कॉलेजेस है वो इंडिया में एम्प्लॉयमेंट का बहुत IT सेक्टर में प्रॉब्लम है. तो फिर what would suggest them to be positive about this industry, or to what should they how should they think about this industry, and how should they pursue their college life, and how should they come to industry, and what, as an experienced person, what would you suggest from your side?
So what I can say, there is nothing like only IIT and get good amount of salary. Okay. Everyone, I see, as you sometime back, like you said about some pattern, like, right? So what I can see is everyone's life journey is different. Okay. For someone who is coming from village life, okay, if he is earning 1 lakh, 2 lakh per month, for he, because his expenses was very less during the college life.
Yeah.
Just to take the academic from the IITian, you need good amount of money also. You need to invest yourself, right? And every parents cannot afford it,
Yeah.
right? So even though in current, like I was in first company, okay, and even there are many employees, like it was renowned organization. So I was with IBM, okay. So there many IITian also have worked with me, okay.
Yeah.
So we were in the same page, you can say, okay, at same level, okay.
Yes.
So what I observed, like it is not something, it is kind of the hawa, we can say. So if you are ready to work on yourself, then you can match them also. Obviously, learning is different. You can say learning means the academic learning. Exposure is different. At the initial stage, you will get that higher amount of package if you are IITian, right? Because their campus they provided and all those things, right? But yeah, but if you work 4, 5, 6 years in IT industry and have good amount of knowledge, skill, then you can, if not beat, you can at least match them. Yeah. So that's what I can say about that.
One more question on the same line, that I have many friends who are studying engineering and now they are in undergrad level. So they are thinking to go abroad for post graduation or MBA kind of things, and to go USA, Canada, the countries we call the developed countries. Okay. So have you ever thought the same while doing, and do you think that going abroad is as necessary as people think of it, or is it just the hawa you say?
It's everyone's choice, okay. Because see, why people prefer to go there and stay there. There are like H1B process, right? Like your company send you to the US. H1B is specifically for USA, right? So your company file petition for you. If you are enough lucky, there is lottery system. If you are nominated in that lottery system by luck, then they will send you to the USA, okay. So for betterment of life, even though the simple fact is, like, see, if you compare the economy, right, dollar with the rupees, how much difference is there?
Okay, dollar is higher than
dollar means 80 rupees, 90 rupees a dollar, right, compared to 1 rupee, right. So obviously people wanted to upskill their life, level up their life, right. So they go there, okay, for education. They stay there. They like the USA lifestyle, that country lifestyle, the road, the organized way, everything, the roads and everything, every sector. They earn a good amount of money, right? And by working there 3-4 years, they can come up with the huge amount of money. They can fulfill their wishes, okay, their aim, their dreams, their parents' dream, and that's what. Because of this only, people used to prefer to go to USA for higher education or for earning good amount of money, you can say.
So I have seen that many people from IT sector shift their industry, like they shift from IT to pharma to many come to our industry, that is media industry as well.
Right.
So what are the reasons behind them, and have you ever thought of the same, or your friend had did the same? So
on this one, see, first thing what I can think of is like you should be happy with your life, okay, in whatever job you are, right. If you don't find that passion, then obviously people will have a second thought of pursuing other career, right. So what most of the people do, and that is based on their highest qualification degree as well, right. So let's you are saying, like, as in the MPSC UPSC, right, any degree can qualify, right. So similarly, people have the relevant degree and they have interest in socialism, okay, the journalism, okay, they are good at public speaking, right. So, and they feel, they have guts feeling that they can pursue good career in journalism, socialism, they can be politically active, okay, then they can go there, okay. It is up to them, okay. And similar, as you said, in other industries also, like, so you might have heard, like, engineer can do anything, right. So they are
multi-talented.
They are multi-talented, you can say, and even if they don't find that their passion in the job, then they can obviously find the other way. to pursue their career,
They do
and
it.
that is nothing wrong in it. Either it can be business, it can be stock market,
Okay.
or it can be anything like the photography or anything,
yes.
or even some time back only I heard news that two married couple have left their job and started the samosa garden in Bangalore, and they have turnover in crores. Okay,
yeah.
so what I think is no job is less. If you find passion in any job, then you can amount good amount of money, you can live good amount of good quality of life. Okay, so it is up to individual.
So, as you said, talk about business. So, in today's language, we call it a startup.
Yeah.
Okay, so startup culture is in a boom as well. So, many budding engineers, like in those who are at their last year of engineering, they think of, instead of getting to IT industry, in corporate industry, they think of a startup first. So, have you ever thought the same, to quit the IT industry, to quit the corporate world and get into startup of any of your passion or any of your choice?
So see here, just to start any business, you need to have good amount of initial capital.
Yeah, capital.
Okay, and to collect that capital, you need to be in some job. Okay, you need to do that job for 5, 6, 7, 8 years until and until that capital gets collect. Okay, and once you have good amount of capital, you should research about the business which you are thinking to start. Okay, so you need to know in and out about it, right? And once you get all the idea, then as a side business you can start it initially.
Okay.
And if you find that it is giving you good earning, even more than your job, and that too consistently for 1 year,
Okay.
then you can think of quitting the job. But that thing never happened to me. Okay, so I'm not thinking to quit my job now.
Okay, yeah. So, okay. So, we call it the boon or curse. Okay. So, but as you said, IT goes up and IT goes down. Same with other industries. So, do you think the startup culture, AI, and all those emerging technologies will experience the same thing, kind of things, or startup will go up and again? But we have seen the news that almost 50% of startup get failed. Okay, so what are your thoughts on it? Sad.
So it is not about like everything will go up and come down suddenly. Okay, there is a good amount of time in between that. Okay, so see, even we see good surge in IT industry in the COVID, right? So currently it is getting stabilized. It is not like that it is totally down. People are having job. Okay, they are managing their expenses. Life is going still as expected. Okay, it's not well.
It is at
moderate level, you can say. Okay, and as you ask about that startup business. Okay, so business is something that is again depend on the consumption, right? And that again depends on what kind of business are you going to plan. Okay, if you are planning tapri tea, okay, and there is pandemic COVID, so no one will visit that. You need to bear that loss. Okay, exactly. So that amount, and anyways this is another like altogether separate thought, but we all are social animal, right? So we need to have that help from everyone to get our business successful, right? So yeah, even anyways we need to dare, for just to we need to take that courageous decision to start the business. If you have that confidence in yourself, if you have that initial capital, if you have that backing, okay, by doing all this research, you can start with your business if you would like to start.
Okay, so layoff is going on. It was going on. It is. I think the news we heard is Accenture recently is laying off the employees. So if any one of your friend or any IT employee, we say, get laid off, so does he have any option of objection towards company or to any other administration?
There is no such agreement, I think. I think so, because we don't do agreement with any company when we join the company, right? So see, agreement is something we do agreement only like they can give us notice 3 months prior, 2 months prior, okay, or they can provide you basic salary. But you can, it is not something that you can make objection on their thought, because there can be numerous reasons behind firing you, right? You cannot be good employee. Okay, your performance might not be up to the mark. Okay, client don't want to work with you. Okay, your behavior not good. There can be numerous number of reason. Okay, and by giving you basic salary of 2 months, 2 months of notice period, 3 months of notice period, they can fire you. They have all this authority, and even that is written in your offer letter also when you sign it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving us your valuable time. We wish to hear you soon, and we will update about you. Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was nice discussion with you.
Okay, thank you, sir.